bring a friend along, yeah. Now, I got paper and I ain't gon' chase you, baby. I'm gon' take you down. Now, come on, shake it, baby. Turn that around. I'm like,
oh my Lord, the light is going down and the week is here. Save my soul. I can feel it coming, troubles in the air. Oh my Lord, the light is going down and the week is here. Save my soul. Who's on with me now? Who's on with me now?
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the New York Giants. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season, Week 17, is underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he's going to get... This one across the 30-yard line.
Anytime a team goes on the road, there's always that little bit of fear that maybe they can be affected by the hometown crowd. But this is where game planning really came into play. They talked about it all week. Go in there, establish yourselves. Well, that run right there, that slows down the crowd and gives them a lot of confidence.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw here. Right side caught Fedorowicz. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's got him over the middle, Fedorowicz. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes. That play never got off the ground because of the defensive front. They own the offensive line, which allows the linebackers to see their openings and run straight to the ball. That's why that play just never had a chance.
A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10. And the defense for New York.
Olivier Vernon is a defensive end that combines terrific run-stopping ability with a quick first step to the passer.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Surveying the field. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So, of course, they wanted to find the end zone, but when you go on the road and your first drive results in points, I think you're pretty happy.
You have to be, because you've taken it to the home team in this case. And while you may not have shut up the home crowd, you've quieted them down a little bit. Good way to start.
And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Second and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down, he'll drop to throw it. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They go play action here on first down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And he's got it, Fedorowicz. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his 3rd catch here in the first quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
And maybe a little of both. Looking to throw. And Jones has it over the middle. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And some room to roam now. He's at the 40, the 20, 10. Well, this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery on a Giants touchdown. And the screen can be a tough play for a wide receiver. We saw it there. They have to look the football into their hands, then turn their head up and look upfield.
It's quite a checklist, isn't it? Watch the ball into your hands, tuck it away, get upfield, find your blockers. Sometimes the list gets lost in there, and the defense makes it work.
And they made it work. They got the fumble. They took it in for the touchdown. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And his kick is no good. It's an early miss. We'll see if that has any ramifications later. Here as the afternoon wears on. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. Oh, spinning away. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. Past the 20. And they do finally get him at the 12. A big run there by Freeman. 62 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. Yardage-wise, he's in the top handful of backs in the league so far this season. A great run there.
He's going to love that standing when it comes to contract time. But even more so, his team loves it because he gives them an identity and sets a tone.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
What's fun to watch is these college receivers transitioning into the NFL and how they grow as route runners. Because a lot of times now in the college game, the spread offenses, there aren't that many routes that they're actually running. Most of the time, they're just trying to find open space and present themselves to the quarterback as easy targets. But in the NFL, you've got to run the entire route tree, and you've got to run it well if you expect to get open.
So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Out of the gun now on third down. It's brought in by Floyd. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Michael Floyd, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
To throw now on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They come up in an offset eye. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. On the move to his left. And this one caught by Max Williams. At the end of one, 17-6 our score. EA Sports alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with the football here as we begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Here we go now. Green, 30.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
123, 123. Hurry up, here we go. 319.
They'll look to throw again. Rolling to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Randy Gregory in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. And they'll add a DB in the secondary here on 3rd and 14. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. It's caught. Shepard. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
While there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
In the red zone this time. They come out here in the eye. And from the 9-yard line now, it's first and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
This will be caught at the 2. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. And they better put that ball to the side because with that catch, he's a new single-season receiving yards record holder.
What a fantastic year. And we saw it start early, didn't we, partner? Right out of the gate. We knew he was going to have a tremendous year, but who knew it would culminate in breaking this all-time record.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kissed it on the ground.
Freeman again. He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
We talk all the time about how important it is to have leverage in blocking. It's also a big part of policing up gaps. Did you move someone out of the A gap? Did you move him out of the B gap in order to create space for your guy to run? In this case, all those gaps were shut down.
Yeah, the movement was defensive, and they got him for a loss. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a first down.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go.
Touchdown, Giants! Their big-bodied receiver, 36 yards. And the Giants have got it back to a 1-score game. Boswell for the extra point. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him a couple yards. He's out of bounds right around the 23. So out come the Falcons now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Give him 11 yards. That time and a new set of downs.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Incomplete. Second down now after the incompletion. Back to throw again. He's got time in the pocket. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Let's go. Green, 39.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And it's 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. And New York set to take the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. To Shepard, complete over the middle. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. He'll drop to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. 12 yards there as they move the chains. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
They'll set up a throw. And this is incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. They'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. And quickly they get to the line. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And Boswell has this one going left, no good. He missed it left, and this score will stay right where it is.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. You add in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll send you down. The coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry, this is fielded a couple yards deep. And in the end, the decision to bring it out costs him a few yards as he's out of bounds just past the 20. New York set to take the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team, We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Offense in a good spot here, 2nd and 2. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. So deja vu all over again. Another good week. And sometimes maybe, because the defense doesn't look that bad, maybe this is just good offense beating good defense in his case.
I like that because we always want to point out that there's a breakdown or someone made a mistake or there was an error. Sometimes it's exactly as you described it. Sometimes they just made better plays. And that's what he's been doing for the last 2 weeks. Someone's got to find a way to cover this guy. Otherwise, he may set some records.
Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Back to throw again. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. They come up in an offset eye. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Dancing, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This will be fielded at the 17. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Falcon football as they take possession. The Giants defense working their way back onto the field now. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game, and with a lead.
And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. 3rd down now following the run. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. A great return there of 22 yards. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he's got his man on the out route. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They'll look to throw here. And this is Shepard on the catch. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. Got a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Green, 39! Green!
Now a play fake here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
Here we go now. No. Check.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. So a second down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. Again, he'll drop to throw. It's caught. Shepard. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one,
and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A great effort there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Giants have taken the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Extra point now by Boswell. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Heading back onto the field, here's a look at Devontae Freeman now. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on our side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments, and you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination. Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he is is down deep into Giant territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 52 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Patrick DeMarco, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They use their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
Fielded about a yard deep. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Well, they've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep, find some space, and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And it's a big turnover there. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the fourth. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. 2nd down following the run. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating the pass instead of the run that they got.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 43 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
2nd down following the incompletion. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. And he'll get it up the middle. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And they get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. And this defense looks for one more stop here on 3rd after the run. Looks like the defense in press coverage here on 3rd down. Devontae Freeman. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the 4th quarter, they're really excited because you can plan for a running game all you want.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Big mistake here by the kicker, kicking it out of bounds.
The one that drives coaches crazy. Keep it in the field of play and let your guys cover.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to take another, and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. And with that touchdown reception, we have a new single-season leader. We were waiting for this moment. We got to see it here.
How much fun is it that we were here to see it? And this guy's able to catch touchdown passes from everywhere. Red zone, out in the field. It didn't matter. You put in his vicinity, he carried it over the goal line.
A big play looming for the Giants as they'll go for 2.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll look to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. Does the big boy have the juice? And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. So they're able to get the 6, but they cannot get in on the 2-point conversion.
It's funny to me because we actually keep a football in the booth with us during games. And I notice you cradling the football. You get it tucked pretty tight with the points of pressure here. And that didn't occur on that play, did it?
Now, you saying I wouldn't have fumbled if I was
You
down
would
there?
not have fumbled. You got that thing locked in tight.
I also have really large biceps. Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
He'll look to throw. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
A handoff, Devontae Freeman. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So 2nd and 10 here.
But it was stopped on that play. We've had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
A 20th carry now for Freeman. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Right side, caught Fedorowicz. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this won't get there, won't be online either. It's no good, off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard. That'll bring up second down.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they timed it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. Now back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll look to throw here. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. It'll be a gain of 4, and it's a second down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. It's a quarterback sneak. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Hey, give him credit. That's a good, solid gain there in the sneak because it all comes together. Enough space, get forward, gain yardage. Well done.
They come out here in the eye. They'll go with the keeper. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow, wow. So many practices we watched over time where the offense works on scoring late in the game and finding a way to win, as we just saw there.
Just saw it right there. Now can they preserve that advantage that they just got? They'll try and throw for it. And this is caught. And it's a 3-point game. So that effort gives them a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or less.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete here. And on 2nd and 10 now. He's back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it that you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the fourth quarter, got to feel pretty good as a defense.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And finding Fedorowicz. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. They run. Devontae Freeman. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Yeah, I know only one of them counts, but this one looks like it's going to lead to a victory. I know we're not supposed to count anyone out, but with that little bit of time left on the clock, it'd take almost a miracle for them to lose this one.
It would, and this is going to sound cliche. It's been such a great game. You just hate to see one side lose, but, hey, they earned it. This is fielded at the goal line. And this does not end well as he's going to be out of bounds here at his own 5-yard line.
Special teams coaches spend a lot of time scheming things up, but this was just a bad return. Now the offense has a long way to go to try to put points on the board.
Here we go now.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete.